Good morning, friends. This is a redo of my video that kind of got me in some hot water. So, anyway, this is about me being in the first grade. And on the first day of first grade, I decided to dress up like a cowgirl. I was crazy about Roy Rogers and Dale Evans and Trigger, just crazy. So, I had the whole shebang. I had the little cowboy hat, the fringe shirt, the little skirt, a little lasso, other accessories that went around your waist, and the cowboy boots. So I'm all dolled up in this thing, and I come downstairs, and my mother takes one look at my accessories around my waist, and absolutely not. Take that off and put it back up in your room. Well, I decided to rebel against her. Now, it wasn't my first time, nor my last. But anyway, I go up. And I had my satchel up there because we didn't have book bags. We had little satchels. So I put my accessories in my satchels, latched it up, and down I went. And she didn't ask me if I had taken it off or anything because she could see it was off. She didn't know I had it in my satchel. And she trusted me that day. And anyway, so she takes me to school, and I go into the cloakroom, open my satchel, put on my accessories, and out I come. And everybody was like gathering around me because they liked my outfit and especially my accessories. And then the teacher saw me. It was all downhill from there. My moment of triumph became my downfall. Let's just put it that way. So the teacher saw what I had on, and she made me take my accessories off, hand them to her, and she put me in the corner. And I was humiliated, and I was fighting back the tears, but I was determined not to cry because I was a cowgirl. And maybe cowgirls don't belong in first grade. I don't know. But eventually she let me out of the corner. Don't forget to subscribe because if you want to hear more stories like that, they're doozies. But anyway, let's continue. So at recess, two girls came up to me and asked me to be their best friends because birds of a feather flock together. And I've got lots of stories about the two of them because we were always getting into some kind of hot water together, you know. Innocent girls, but mischievous minds. So, anyhow, I think, well, it's not such a big deal. Little did I know at lunchtime, the teacher went to the principal's office with my accessory, and the principal called my mother to the school on the very first day of first grade. I'm sure she was going to be thrilled about that and let her know and showed her the accessories. And of course, my mother was upset and she was embarrassed and she was also angry because she told me not to do it. And I'm sure she told the principal that, because everybody knew everybody in this little town. So it wasn't like, they didn't know each other. Well, I'm thinking I'm in the clear. I have no idea any of this going on. So the rest of the day goes on. She comes to pick me up. I don't realize anything's wrong till we're in the car. And I heard it the whole way home. And I got in trouble and had to stay in my room to dinner. And then dinner time came, and my dad was home for work, and my mother's telling him all about my defiance. And my dad thought it was funny. My dad had a great sense of humor. He was a prankster, and I really did kind of take after him. And he just looked at my mom and goes, "Well, that's my girl." And, my mother said, "Don't encourage her, blah, blah, blah." So, anyway, that's how I found out that cowgirls don't really belong in first grade. And that was the first time in my school career that I got in trouble. And as you can well guess, it wasn't the last time. So, please remember to be kind to others because it doesn't cost you a thing and it only takes a moment. And please like, comment, share, and subscribe because I'm trying to grow the channel to gather more friends around us because we're stronger in numbers. So I'll see you in the next one. Thank you, friends. Bye bye.